Imagine waking up with fire all over them, explosions coming everywhere. That's what the people of Israel and Iran have to deal with because of this unnecessary war. So, how would you feel if we joined that war? That's what we will be talking about today. I will be talking about my plan on how the US should not be involved and should stay neutral in the war between Iran and Israel. This is because of death, natural resources, escalation, war, into global crisis, but we will talk more into that. First, let's talk about the negative impacts. According to Ahela in the article, Updates Israel, Iran, and Missile Attacks, 144 innocents were killed June 18th, 2025. That is so many people in just one day. Imagine if the US joins in. Imagine the lives lost of people who are actually supposed to be fighting this war, not the innocents. This is such scary and should be scary to you as well. The US, everyone is so important and we don't want to lose anyone in the US. So why send our poor army men across the country to fight in this war? And then what if they decide to attack our borders instead and lose our innocent lives? But let's also look at spending. When you look at the Strait of Hormuz, illustrated in the Washington Institute, it's in danger. Because of this war, it could be damaged. And this is important because a lot of goods that go to a lot of other countries, including ours, go there. So that means it could damage us economically. And this could resonate through years. And our market is already not the best it's been. So what will this have? As well as naval. When you're looking at naval, if we're in war, as seen in other wars as well, that means our Navy ships can be attacked and innocent people can be attacked and there can be threats on foreign waters. So to keep everyone safe, we should not be in this war. But looking at it more broad, it could cause a global crisis, loss of diplomacy. In war, sometimes people don't think straight and sometimes they'll do anything to win. So that means Iran can continue with nuclear armament. This could be very bad because it could injure and kill so many people. And with this, Iran's nuclear armament, it could cause a nuclear race in the Middle East, which could be vastly dangerous since we're still fighting in there in some parts. Now, as one can see, numerous negatives are associated with the US joining the war. Now, let's look into my plan's benefits. So, first of all, let's talk about fewer American casualties. According to Responsible Statecraft, by us not joining the war, we prevent a draft. Without a draft, that means less people are getting shipped overseas to fight, less deaths. But when looking at this, by us not being in the war, that means there would be no deaths at all. Even if we do fight and stuff, because of this no deaths, that means we'll keep our American citizens safe and we can focus our time elsewhere and focus on jobs that we need, like engineers and other things, and not just waste bodies like we would if we joined this war. So, but let's also shift our view to economics. If we don't join this war, according to Responsible Statecraft, it can open up trading with Iran and Israel. That would boost our economy. More trading is very good. We are reliant on other people for our economy. And it would reduce energy prices. War costs and requires lots of energy. So by not doing this war, it would save us energy and then take down money in our pocketbook. But also stopping global escalation. Again, it prevents nuclear escalation. That means we're less likely to wake up with an atomic bomb over our head, which I don't know about you, but I wouldn't mind that. As well as an arms race can hurt the economy globally because everyone's spending all this time and money on all these other things instead of spending it and boosting their economy. And with this arms race, if they're used, it can destroy cities, which can also hurt the economy. But now that we've discussed the benefits of not joining this war, let's explore how it affects you individually. Lower taxes. According to Institute of Economics and Peace, war costs money. They need that money. Where do they get it? From your pocketbook, from taxes. So fewer taxes means more money in your wallet. As well as lower living costs. According to the Institute of Economics and Peace, again, war increases inflation. They need money, so they take it from taxes from your pocketbook. So, if we don't join this war, there's no inflation, which also means there's more money for you to get your goods and your needs, your groceries, that new iPhone you wanted. All this will become more expensive if we join the war because, again, taxes will increase, as well as just overall less political chaos, according to EBSCO, American Non-Interventionism. If you talk to everyone around the world, not around the world, but everyone in the US, a lot of people don't want to be in this war. As me, they want us to be neutral. So this will allow the government to be better seen and align with the more public opinion, which will stop more riots or public gatherings. And riots is a really bad word to use. Public gatherings that could escalate into riots, and that's what I mean, which would keep us safe as well. And then we can focus on our own domestic problems. If you watch the news, you know we are having problems in our borders right now. So even if we still wanted to spend that money, we could spend it on ourselves and increase ourselves and just work and better the US. But to recap, we've talked about my plan on why the US should not be in the war. We've talked about how the war will cause unnecessary deaths, drain national resources, and escalate the war into a global crisis. But let's go further than that. To you, the person, I know you want to keep your family safe. If you join this war, it's more than likely one of your family members will get drafted, and a lot of the times they'll die. So don't do it just for yourself. Do it for your entire family. If you're not doing it for all the people who are already in the army, just look out for your family and look out for you and keep safe during these turbulent times. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for watching.